Jake here for American Trucks, and today I'm taking a look at the Red Rock Baja Upper Replacement Grille in charcoal with LED lighting, fitting 2016 to 2018 Silverado 1500s. Bring a little bit of that aggressive off-road style to your Silverado with this Baja Replacement Grille from Red Rock. This is an easy way to change up the look of your front end, add some additional lighting, and bring a little bit of that Baja-inspired flavor to your own truck, all for an affordable price tag. I make no secret that I'm a fan of the styling of most GM trucks, but if you're looking for that extra something for your own K2, then this grille from Red Rock is going to appeal to you. It features an open honeycomb pattern here in the center, sort of reminiscent of Chevy's own ZR2, but a little bit of a different flavor. Also looks a little bit like something you might find on a truck that's out pulling jumps in the desert. So if that appeals to you, you're gonna like the style here. You've also got these 3 LEDs right up at the top, and they're gonna add to that signature off-road look to the front end, and they integrate with your daytime running lights for seamless functionality. Now this is a bolt-in replacement for your stock grille as well, so you can just put this right on without having to modify the truck itself. And if you're going for that blacked out theme, then this is gonna look right at home on your truck as well. Thing to note is that this does of course remove the front bow tie emblem, but that just opens up the front grille a little bit, making for some additional airflow into the engine bay, so you get a little extra function to go along with your form too. Construction here is all high quality ABS plastic, so it's strong, it's lightweight, and it's durable. And this charcoal finish comes just like you see it here out of the box, so it's ready to mount, though since it is ABS plastic, you do have the option to get this painted pretty easily. Now the LEDs, because by nature they have a nice long lifespan, are gonna give you a little bit of peace of mind too, because you're not gonna have to worry about replacing those bulbs. And since this was designed using OEM CAD data from Chevrolet themselves, this is gonna fit right in place of your stock grille too, and you've got all the mounting points and clips that you need to get this put right on. Coming in at about $300, this is on the more affordable side when it comes to replacement grilles, and with the inclusion of that LED lighting, I would say that this is a good value. And our customers seem to agree with that too, as this one is highly rated on our site, so check out some of what they've got to say if you're looking for that little extra push to pull the trigger. Installation gets a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and you should plan on spending about 2 hours to get this done. It's definitely something a DIYer can handle at home, as you're really just replacing your stock grille with this one, and everything you need comes right in the box, even the wiring harness for those LED lights. So they've got pigtails on them that just plug in right here, and then you've just got to run power and ground to get the lights to work. So pretty simple stuff, definitely something you can do at home. And to show you exactly what's involved and how to go about this process, let's jump on over to the install bay.
The tools you'll need for this project are a ratchet, a 10mm socket, a trim removal tool, a flathead screwdriver, a pair of needle nose pliers, some wire strippers and crimpers, and some side cutters. Hi everyone, today we're installing a grille on our Silverado, so let's get started with the uninstall first. All right, once you've got your hood open, first thing we're gonna do is remove our radiator cover here. And we've got 12 push pins that need to be removed. And we're gonna be using our trim removal tool, or you can use a flathead screwdriver if you've got one of those. All right, to remove our push pins, we're just gonna lift up on the center section of the pin and then go ahead and pull it out. And once you've got your push pins out, you just go ahead and lift up on the cover and get it out of the way. Now we've got 4 10mm bolts here at the top. We need to take those out first. Now we just go ahead and grab our grill at the top and in the middle and just pull it away. And lift it out. Since our new grill does have LED lights into it, we're going to have to find a power source to be able to power those lights. What we're going to do is tap into the headlight harness on the passenger side to be able to get those to operate when we turn the lights on. So to do that, we're going to remove 3 bolts on the passenger side headlight so we can pull that out a little bit and have access to the plug. So let's go ahead and do that. We don't have to completely remove our headlight to get access to the plug. So if you don't want to take it all out, we're just going to remove these 3 bolts here, 2 at the top and then 1 at the bottom here, and then that'll allow us to swing our headlight out so that we can have access to the plug. If you find it easier to go ahead and remove the headlight, then there's a 4th bolt inside the fender liner here that you can access and be able to pull the whole thing out. So let's just go ahead and take this off using our 10mm socket. And then the 1 at the bottom. And once you've got those out, you can go ahead and swing your headlight apart. And then you can access the plug right behind the headlight here. It's got a red safety tab on it to make sure that it's locked, so you just need to slide that back and then press down on the release lever and go ahead and disconnect it. And that'll give you access to your actual harness. So the first thing we're going to want to do is clip off these clips at the end of our wiring harness for the grill so that we can install our new ending. Clip those off and then we'll just strip about 1/4 of an inch or so off of each wire and just twist the ends to make sure that they don't fray. Now the system does come with these quick disconnect connectors. We're not going to be using these because we're not making this a permanent addition to our vehicle. But to use this, what you would do is just pry open the connector, slip one of the end of the wire into the inside portion of the connector, and then the wire harness from the vehicle goes through the front end of it, and then you just clamp it down with a pair of pliers on this metal spade bit here, and then lock it shut. But like I said, since we're not doing this as a permanent addition to our vehicle, we're going to hook it up a little differently. So we're going to put these spade bits on the end of our harness. And now what we'll do is we'll use these T-connectors to tap into the wires so that we can just plug our spade bits into the end of it. So to do that, you're going to need to find the wires on your connector here for the parking lights. Now we've already done the work for you, and what we've determined is that looking down at the top of the harness here, this gray wire with a purple stripe on the very end is going to be our power, and then the black one on the other side is going to be our ground. So we're just going to put our connectors on these wires like so, and then using a pair of needle nose pliers, we'll just clamp it down. Now that we've got our connectors installed onto our harness, we can go ahead and plug in our grill harness to those connectors. So we'll be tapping in the red wire to the gray and purple wire here, and then the black wire will go to the black wire. Now with those plugged in, we can go ahead and reattach our harness back to our headlight. Push our connector back onto our headlight. Push in on the red locking tab, and then we'll go ahead and reconnect the hardware for our headlight bolts. We'll get the two at the top and the one at the bottom, and tighten them down with our 10mm socket. Now we're going to go ahead and attach our wiring harness to this grill bracket right here, just to make sure that it stays out of the way and doesn't get caught up in anything. So we're just going to run a zip tie through here. Now the kit does come with zip ties included. So we're just going to go ahead and run that through and attach it to that bracket here. Now we can go ahead and wrap up the rest of this and use another zip tie just to secure it. Make sure it's not dangling and get caught up in anything. And then one more on this section of the grill right here. All right, now we can go ahead and install our grill. Now before we actually install the grill on the vehicle, we do have these metal retaining clips that have to go on. We've got 4 across the bottom and 1 on each side. So we're just going to push those over the tabs. So we just slide this over the tab and push down, keeping in mind, of course, that they are tight to go on, so it will take a little bit of force. And then you can repeat that whole process for the rest of them. Now with our metal retaining clips already attached to our grill, we can go ahead and connect our lights to our harness that we previously installed and go ahead and slide the grill onto the truck. So go ahead and plug in our 3 connectors on the back side here. And then we can go ahead and install our clips on the bottom and the sides, and then we'll go ahead and replace our original hardware at the top. And we'll go ahead and reinstall our hardware. And tighten them down with our 10mm socket. Now we'll go ahead and reinstall our plastic cover and close the hood. Now we'll go ahead and reinstall our radiator cover, and using the original push pins, we'll go ahead and secure it. And that wraps up our review and install of the Red Rock Baja upper replacement grill with LED lighting with the charcoal finish for the 16 to 18 Silverado 1500. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.